So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about Nuno Tavares to Nottingham Forest. The deal is on. We're getting rid of the dead wood actively. We're actually acting like a normal football club, getting rid of the rubbish, signing better players. Who knew? Anyway, make sure you are smashing the like button up. That would be fantastic. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Channel flying at the minute, nearly on 86.5, 85.5. No, I'm lying. I'm actually lying. I have no idea what day it is. We're on 85.6. So we are getting there, people. So if you haven't already subbed, make sure you do. Also, go and check out channel number 2, Lee Reacts. Just dropped a video on there about Elise mudding Chelsea. Absolutely put them in the bin and said, no, I'm not signing for you lot. I'm not signing for the Cowboy in West London. I'm staying with Croydon Roy. And I'm staying at Crystal Palace. We're going to fly high with the Eagles. So make sure you go and check that video out as well, people. But also leave your comments and super chats down below as well. That'd be great. But Nuno Tavares. We signed him for what, 7 million quid? He's 23 years old. Went out on loan last season to Marseille, scored 6 goals in 39 appearances. And yeah, surplus to requirements. Basically just an Olympic sprinter. Can't defend, can't really attack with any real consistency. Just 100 mile an hour, Olympic sprinter. Was part of the reason we capitulated in the season we finished 5th, season before last. I'll never forget when he came on as a sub at Anfield, literally running around like Roadrunner, me, beep, beep. And instantly they went bang, 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 adios amigos. And that was the end of that. We then farmed him out on loan last season, and he started off at Marseille really well. Started scoring, dipped off after that, scored 6 goals. Not great, but for a left back, it's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad at all. Some midfielders don't score that. So, but yeah, again, different quality in that league, but Nottingham Forest are coming for him. Fabrizio Romano tweeted that exclusive, Nottingham Forest submit formal proposal to sign Arsenal left back Nuno Tavares on a permanent deal. Forest trying top signing as new fullback as negotiations are still ongoing. Also on the player, that doesn't make sense. But anyway, negotiations are still going. It then says deal on. So the deal is on. Listen, we've already got rid of Granit Xhaka this summer. 21 million. We've got rid of Matt Turner for 10 million. Austin Trusty, we got rid of for about 5 million. Pablo Marie went for about 8 million, something like that. And we've got a loan fee for Marquinhos, who's gone to FC Nantes. Maitland-Niles is obviously left on a free. He's gone. So we've recouped about 40 million quid so far. If we can get 20 to 30 million quid for this guy, then we've literally robbed them. Yeah, because I'm not being funny. Yeah, this is one of the worst players I've seen at Arsenal. And we've had a lot of bad left backs. Yeah. Remember Andre Santos? Yeah. Yeah, he's up there. He's definitely up there. We've not had the greatest of success with some of these players that we've signed. But listen, we can spin a profit off of him. That's all good because we are actively now spending money. So I don't mind. It's not my money. Yeah, I don't mind if we actively spend money and then we go and buy a couple of dross players and flog them for profit. Because we now know, there's a bigger window size now, sample size. We now know that we are spending money, which is all I've wanted us to do. Go and spend money, buy proper players, get better, challenge for titles. So this season is a big season for Mikel Arteta. And I'm hoping that he's learned from last season, his lessons from last season are going to go into this season. And we're going to actually have a good season. And when I say a good season, that don't just mean, oh, we've made progress. No, F your progress, go and win something. Yeah, because this is the full season of Mikel Arteta. And the 3 previous full seasons, he's won nothing. Oh, but he won the cup. That wasn't a full season. I don't know. Do I speak a foreign language? Because the amount of times I have said exactly what I've just said there. Yeah, but Lee won the cup. That was in a half season. He came in Christmas time, December 21st. That is a half season. Yeah, the 3 full seasons, he's won nothing. This is now his 4th full season. So he needs to actively go out there and win stuff. It's about time. But listen, we've brought in about 40 million quid so far. We've spent quite a bit of money, as we know. Jurrien Timber, Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, David Raya, albeit David Raya's on loan. But we have actively spent, what, 105, 170, at 210, roughly. At 210 million plus the loan, at 215 million, take off the 40, about 175. If we can get another 20 for this guy. I see a report today suggesting it's going to be nearer the 30 million. If Forest are that dumb, bring it on. I don't think it will be that much. I think about 23, 24 maybe. But listen, he'll fit straight into Forest. He'll give them something different, that's for sure, and gets one of our Deadwood players off the books. And we've still got a lot to do. Yeah, we've got less than 2 weeks of the window to go. In fact, it is 2 weeks today. I'm lying. Yeah, 2 weeks today, the window shut. So yeah, we've got 2 weeks to get rid of Rob Holding, Nicola Pepe, Cedric Suarez, Sambi Lokonga, this guy. You know, there's still a few more that we need to get rid of. The job ain't done yet. And whilst it's been a good transfer window so far, when you actually deep it, Timber's out injured now, so we can't count him. We brought in a goalkeeper that replaces a goalkeeper, albeit he is a level above both of the keepers that we had at the time. He's better than Ramsdale, and his level is better than Turner. So good signing, very good signing. Xhaka's left. Declan Rice has come in. I personally think that's an upgrade. Some people might not. That's cool. I'm cool with that, whatever. But it's 1 in, 1 out. Same with the goalkeeper, 1 in, 1 out. Timber's now injured. So we've actually only squad depth-wise in terms of bodies, we've actually only brought in Havertz. So I still feel we need more. Listen, it's nice that we've got 2 goalkeepers that are going to fight for the #1 jersey. That's great, fantastic. Yeah, it's great that we brought Declan Rice in. But if Declan Rice gets injured, we're back to Jorginho again. So I still feel we need something in midfield. I still feel we definitely need a striker. Yeah, because listen, Eddie ain't the guy. Eddie will bag a few goals this season. Everyone will get giddy about it and whoopie-doo. Yeah, the fact is he ain't going to win us a title. He ain't that guy. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he'd do well at Palace. Like, maybe we should send him to Palace. I don't know, get some money for him. We've still got Balogun on the books. We can get about 40 for him. So if we can get 20 for this guy, 40 for him, recouping about 100 million, all of a sudden we've only done about 110 million then, which is funny enough. What I said at the end of the season, I said, when we get rid of some of these players, get them off the books, Sambi Lokongas and all of them ones, we'll probably end up with a net of about 100. And it's looking like that could be the case. Listen, Balogun will be sold this summer. Yeah, by the end of the window, he will be gone. Yeah, and listen, good luck to him. I think he's a top player in the making. I'd personally keep him and bin Eddie. Yeah, if you disagree, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Who's better, Balogun or Eddie? You know, Balogun's done it in France. Eddie's not really done it in England, has he? Harder league, admittedly, but he's not consistent enough, Eddie. Whereas Balogun, when he played a whole season over in France, 20-odd goals. Yes, a different league, but I think he's above that league. I think he can play in a better league. You know, and that's no disrespect to the teams out there, but it's not the Premier League. It's not La Liga. It's not even the Italian league. Let's be real. And all of these leagues are not the Premier League. It's tougher to play in the Premier League, and Eddie has bagged in the Premier League. Cool. But for me, I just see Eddie as a 6-yard merchant, which is great, fantastic. But I don't want to see that week in, week out, because ultimately you ain't going to score week in, week out. You need to have a little bit more about your game. That's why I'd keep Balogun. But listen, we're not going to keep him. We're going to sell him. We're going to sell Savage. Sambi Lokonga's being linked with Burnley amongst other clubs. Let's have a little look, actually. Make sure you're smashing the like button up, people. Let's have a little look and see if there's any updates on Lokonga at the minute. 17 million, roughly. 17 million quid. Let's have a look. Wow. Sambi Lokonga, Nuno Tavares, and Cedric Suarez are on around 150 grand a week. Wow. Crazy. But yeah, Monaco are keen on Sambi Lokonga as well. Burnley were in talks 2 weeks ago with us, but that's obviously stalled at the moment. But listen, at the end of the day, it's nice that we're actively getting rid of these players because they're not good enough. Yeah, Nicola Pepe's on top dollar as well. He's going to be going. And we're balancing the books while spending big money. That's cool. I'm happy with that. But if we come to the end of this window and we ain't got a striker and we're just going to go with Eddie until Jesus is back, I don't feel that's enough. And when you actually look at our bench at the weekend, Jesus and Zinchenko were the only ones missing, really. I know Tierney weren't there, but the bench weren't great. The bench is still the same bench as last season. That's what I'm saying about when we brought 4 players in. Well, one's now injured, so we can't count him. Yeah, might as well forget we signed him for now because he ain't coming back till next year. So we've actually only signed 3 players that are going to be able to play. One of them's replaced the other goalkeeper, Turner. One of them's replaced Xhaka. So the only one that has given us any extra body is Kai Havertz, and he's awful. So I think there's going to be a lot of people this season that are going to have a wake-up call. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to wake up to reality. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. Listen, genuinely, I hope that we smash it. Yeah, and I had a show with Goonie earlier. Big up Goonie. Make sure you go and follow Man Knows Football. That was a really sick show. Go and check it out. But he was saying that, this is the time. This is the time. And same with Said and Northside. Said and Northside, the show I did earlier to down here. They were saying it. So now is the time. Man City are probably at their weakest they've been for a long time. And that sounds ridiculous to say when they've just come off the back of winning the treble and the Super Cup. But when you actually look, they've got Kevin De Bruyne out. Mahrez is gone. Kevin De Bruyne's a massive miss for them. Mahrez scored 15, 16 goals last season. And now Gundogan's gone. Well, we know he's clutch and he bags loads of goals as well towards the end of the season, especially. Now we had De Bruyne out injured. That's about 30 goals they're missing. About 30 goals. Bernardo Silva's going to stay. He's going to sign a new deal by the end of the week, I think. So that's a big plus for them. But they actively are at their weakest in terms of goals. Yeah, I watched them last night. Yeah, and they were all over Sevilla. They couldn't finish their dinner. And this is a big opportunity for an Arsenal, for a Chelsea, for a Man United, even Liverpool. Yeah, Tottenham we won't bother because they ain't even interested in anything other than go-karting, doing guided tours, and maybe you'll bump into a Ninja Turtle and all of that crap. But they're not interested in that. But this is a great opportunity for one of the other teams to go out there, show some intent and say, no, we're winning it this year. We are winning it. And I feel if we go and get a striker and we go and get another midfielder, yeah, I think we've got a great chance. But sadly, I don't think we're doing it. The fact that we signed Raya on loan to balance FFP, that made no sense to me. The only way that makes sense to me is if we get rid of a few more of these players, Balogun, Tavares, Lokonga, all of a sudden we've now got, 70 million, 80 million, 90 million quid coming in for them free. Now, all of a sudden, bang, we go and buy a top striker or a top midfielder. All of a sudden, you can go, cool, why are we doing a loan for him then? Balancing FFP? I don't get it. But listen, it is what it is. The money men at Arsenal seem to know what they're doing at the moment. They're doing deals. They're getting money back in for average footballers, which is something we haven't seen for a while. So, listen, you've got to praise them when they do well. I don't just praise for the sake of praising like most of this fan base. I praise when they do well. And if we can get over 20 million quid for Nuno Tavares, fair play, because he ain't worth half of that. But there we go. It is what it is. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and feelings on that. Let me know whether we will sign anybody. Let me know who you would like to see come in by the end of the window. What positions, what players. Leave it all in the comments section. Make sure you stick a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to this channel. And make sure you sub to the second channel. Yeah, the second channel is very close to 19.5K. I want that on 20K ASAP. So yeah, let's get on it. I'll be doing some watch-alongs on that channel over the weekend. I may do the game tomorrow. Not quite sure yet. The Friday night game. Definitely doing Man City Newcastle Saturday. And I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, I'm doing West Ham Chelsea on Sunday as well. So plenty more content to come. There'll be loads of content on here. Tomorrow I'm on here with Henry. I'll be on with Rants on his channel tomorrow as well. We'll have another transfer video dropping. The next 2 weeks, it's going to be spamming League Gunner content over 2 channels. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Football is back, baby. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this football club can get his finger out of his backside and go and sign me a striker because I feel we need one. But anyway, listen, bless up to all of you. Get your comments and super chats in down below. Have a wonderful evening. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Adios, amigos. Ciao.